where we will pull out our hair, feel like we're going into deep depression, and then God shows up and does something we couldn't have expected, and we step back immediately and say, how could we have been so faithless? It is clear that God has his hands on this church, and just the number of people who recently have prayed and committed to follow Christ in the last month has just been amazing. We're starting to see people who want out of the darkness to move into the light. And it has been a blessing to us just to be set back and be part of what God is doing. So, come forward now if you've prepared this. Ms. Monica.
60 seconds or less. Hi, I'm Monica, and my testimony is when we did the Soul Revolution study to remind ourselves, and one of the main things I learned about that is to remind myself to be praying every hour. And so in continuing that, I'm doing that during the school year, and I'm finding that it's making a difference, that because I'm praying about it, I'm remembering more to pray, that I wouldn't rely on my own strength in the classroom, but that I would be led by God when I'm teaching.
Awesome. It's exciting for a pastor to know that when we, do things that we hope will catch on, things like new prayer habits and stuff like that, it's working. It's working. All right, who else?
Okay, I'll start it. I'll make it a very short story. My story, I was away from God, but when God wants you, He will grab you from your neck, and that's it. About me, my life struggle without job, without money, without anything. But I came here to the church, and they keep praying. But God never fell, and He gave me the best job that I need. That's it.
Thank you, Mark. We are very excited to look around the church and see a multicultural church here. We have several groups from Asia, African American, white, Hispanic, and to have somebody from the Middle East is kind of cool too. So,
hi, my name is Eileen. I moved to Maryland a year ago, and I saw what Pastor Ken saw. Baltimore needs love, and that's what I came here for. And I searched many of churches, and I had seen one of the little signs that said Life Church, and I was like, where is this place? So I found it, and Pastor asked us if we would just take 5, just do 5 weeks. Whether you like us or don't like us, just take 5 weeks and see what it's about. And I think that's really important because you need time. 1 week might not be so hot, and the next week you're like, wow, that was really inspiring. But I took 5, and I've been here ever since. I have not even looked at another church. And basically what Life Church has brought me is a wholeness in myself as far as not feeling lonely. Moving from California to here and knowing absolutely no one, it was very hard on me. And I had some difficulties. I had a daughter that had an illness, and the church came together. It's family here, and we hope that you'll all see that. Thank you.
Thank you, Eileen. Come on up, Sarah.
I'm so nervous.
That's okay.
I'm Sarah. I got to meet Justin Bieber. It's like, no, I'm a recovering addict, and I, in 2 days, have 1 year clean from heroin. And I met them in my neighborhood, actually, and I liked what they were doing, and I, too, want to see these people in Brooklyn get their life together. So I wanted to come in and help him to go out there and reach out to these people. Although I haven't been a huge help right now because I have a lot going on, but I just want them to see what I saw in myself, and that you can do this, and not be in the ground, because that's where most of them end up.
That's right. Thank you, Sarah.
Hi, I'm Jen. This is my first time here, thanks to Sarah, but because of her, I'm here. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to say exactly, but I would like to say also, I'm a recovering alcoholic. I have a little over 15 months clean, and I think it's, thank you. From the grace of God, back on June 8th of 2015. I should have been dead. I was at home by myself. My mom called me from another state and said, you need to go to the hospital. So I did, and I should have been dead. Luckily, I am alive, and I think it's because of God, and I thank God every day that I'm still here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Khalil. If you guys didn't know, I've been coming to church for about 5-6 months, I would say. And the church is pretty cool, I would say. But the one thing in particular that really impacted me the most for the good little bit I've been here was Pastor came over here and Mr. Joe. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, Mr. Joe. They came by to help me out with my air conditioning.
And Mark.
It was.
And Mark. And
Mark. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. And Mark.
3 of us.
Yeah.
3 musketeers.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you guys remember, but it was like super hot, like super, super hot. And I really appreciate you guys coming down there and helping me out with that. So,
Yes.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Awesome. It's a blessing to get to serve, especially as you find within your community, you find people who have needs. Sometimes as a new church, financially, it's just not something we're equipped to do. But when we have things that we can do that don't cost, that just allow some time and some sweat, we want to get out there and do it. They had a tarp across their house for the longest time. And oddly enough, they had to get the roof fixed, and somebody had worked on it in the past, and they're supposed to come back out and never did it. And we got up there, what did we find? The people who worked on it before put the shingles on backwards, so the water was running under the shingles. So we just got 3 guys up there with a couple of hammers. We pulled them all out and turned them around and put them back in. They could take the tarp off. So that's men work right there. So now I'm not saying women can't do it, but I'm saying if you're a man in this place, that's the kind of thing that we should be doing, right? That's what we should be doing. It's a single mom with some kids. They needed some help. All right? That's what we do. All right, who else?
I'll come back up there, but I just thought of something
Mm-hmm.
that maybe everybody doesn't know. We also have a Bible study thing that they invited me to, and I went to it 3 times, I think. And it's like, I was talking about it, it's like the most amazing thing. All the kids get together, and we get together, we have food at Pastor Ken's house, and that's opened my eyes to what the Bible is all about.
That's right. That's the church doing church in smaller groups so that we get to know each other, but also can dig a little bit deeper and ask some questions and things like that.
So I'm Mary. The reason why I'm here is Sarah brought me. I haven't been to church since I was a child. I've been off and on homeless for 10 years. Not even a week ago, me and my son had nowhere to go. So if it wasn't for Sarah, I would be on the streets with my son. So that's a blessing. And that's why I came to church today. So thank you all.
Well, we're glad to have you. Guys,
So I've known her for 10 years. She's only seen me cry 3 times. So.
all right. That's good. Say, listen, this is the church. This is what it's about. And nothing makes me more excited than to see someone who's brand new with us, already out bringing her friends. That's exciting.